Hello everybody, welcome back to Yako Capital. It's been a while since the last video, but as you can see, nothing was happening on the charts except recently. Over the past weeks, we did have whatever it was, 51% attack or whatnot, a reorg on the BSV blockchain, but everything worked out fine. We ended up mining huge blocks. Seeing what's going to happen now, it's basically still consolidating, going sideways. I did have going this way, and it shows like a breakout or whatnot, but nothing crazy. And if I put this into log, that's what it looks like. So let's just go and see what's happening with the clear chart. Okay. Nothing on it. And this is what it looks like. This is what we have. This is on log. This is on just the regular chart. And we're holding this line right here. This one line right here. All across. It's being held. Well, whatever you want to move it down here. Up here. There, or just pick a spot and it should be okay. This price comes all the way back down to where it used to be over here. So that price is holding it down. If we do go from the one back here and we follow all these and tap on this one, almost on that here, this becomes the new resistance support here. Now, if we move it back up, you can look at it like that. So it honestly depends what you wanted to do with it, but it is holding the line. So let's say we drop it down midway to pick these up, like this right there, this, all these. And we have it like we broke through. Now we're trying to hold support, but we'll see. This is an MA, moving average. Close, I can do it on all of them. That's what it'll look like. It just moves a little bit. I prefer all of them because it takes everything into account. And we're looking at MACD. It's just turning around, I guess. It's dropped, turning around. It's just nothing's going on. They're just moving sideways. We've been into this since actually we've been in this price range from here, right? Well, we entered it on here, but we'll pick this price range from here, and it's been 80 days that we've been into this market. So 80 days, we've been just trailing along. So we're gonna hit it. We're about to hit 3 months, 92 days of just moving along sideways. But the more important thing right now, so this chart looks like it can go like this is turning around here. Moving forward, the slope is about to change on this, so it's going to go upwards. So that means our 130 close for days is going to start sloping. So if I was to change this for 130 days and make it into a close, 130 days. So what right now this is calculating the slope of this is so we're looking at here, the slope of this is looking at a minus 0.48. So that tip right there, it's going at a rate of negative 0.48. If this maintains sideways, this slope will eventually become 0. That means this will become going straight. It won't be going down. As soon as this turns above, that means this slope is going to start moving upwards. So we hit a bottom peak of, let's say here. Let's just pick this one. negative 1.534. So that was pretty. That was when this is going down. This see how it's going down right there? That's what it was. And see how this is going down? That's what it was here. See how this was going up? That's this slope right here. So this is calculating the slope of this line. So anyways, it's just changing. It's going back up, but you saw what happened here. Sideways for a long time. So I did learn something new in my trading that before I didn't do, and I wasn't thinking properly. As a trader or investor, I was very greedy. So the price got here all the way. I bought down here, so like I've invested a long time ago, and I bought some over here. The price got here and I didn't sell. I was holding off until God knows when, 600, 700, 1,000, 10,000, who knows. But I was holding off, just being greedy, and then the price dropped, and I felt pretty shitty because I missed out on almost, a lot of money. And because I was scared that if I sell here or here, even if I sell here, that it's going to go higher and I'm going to miss out. So fear of missing out. Then it drops. And then I'm like, oh crap. It's been 80 days since any action like this has happened, since I felt euphoria or whatever. And it's a crappy feeling. So then I bought some here. I bought some more here at 50. And I bought some here at 113. I ended up selling over here at 150. So I had 10 BSV. I sold it. I made whatever, 230 USD. But the problem is when you sell here between the low, let's say, and the high, or the high and the low, when you sell in between, it's very risky and it's a lot more work. So just follow me for a little bit on this. Imagine you bought at 100, or even here, whatever. Just say you buy here, price is at 150, right? You bought at 150. From 150, if you go up to, let's say, here, when it comes back up to here, like everything happens and you're like, oh crap, I have to sell, I should make some money. You're making 163%. Okay? You're selling at 402. So you bought at 150, sell at 402, you made some money. You didn't sell all, you sold 50%. Okay? So even if you did miss out on this part, from here to here, it's like, it's a 40-35% difference. Like, it's not a huge difference, right? Even if it's 100% difference, whatever, you still made 160%. Now, you have this percentage, and there's a possibility for going up and making more money, but you've pocketed that, and you've extended your the previous high here, or you're reaching the previous high, so you're good. Like, you're gonna make a good profit. Now, let's say you made 168, and I didn't do that sell, so I didn't sell up here. I waited. I thought it was gonna go higher, 600, 700. Okay, my fault. I failed. I messed up. I do trade other cryptos. It's funny because the cryptos I don't care about, I make more money on than the ones I do believe in. And the two that I believe in are BSV and XRP, and they're the ones that are the slowest price growth. I've invested in ADA. I don't care about ADA. I just got in to make some money, and I got in at 4 cents, and it's gone up to a $2.40, and I've sold, and I've bought back in at $1. So I'm making money on that, no problem. But the ones that I do believe in that are going to hit 1,000, 10,000, those are the ones that are causing the most mental and heartache issues. So anyways, you buy here, you sell here, you make 168. And if you don't do that, then your other option is you feel like shit, and then you're going to start buying here or buying here and trying to sell these little pops. Well, the problem with that is, let's Like, it's fine if you buy here. So let's say you buy another 10 BSV here, right? The problem with that is when you buy 10 BSV here, you make 47%, right? So you buy 10 and you make 4.7. So the problem is you don't know that if you buy here and make this 47%, that it just might shoot up and then not end there and then drop. Or even worse is that it'll drop. So it'll probably just drop if you do that. Here's my problem, is that if we look at going back here, okay, imagine you bought here and you sold here, you made 400%, okay, or even this one here, like you messed up, you didn't sell the top, the first top, you didn't sell here, you sold up here, you made 350%. Perfect, amazing, okay. But if you didn't do that, then you'd be here and you'd be trying to make these sales like this and this and these, like these little ones here, like these are, and these and this here and this and this, and it's just a lot of work. And you're making, let's say 150 plus 89, that's what, 230, 260, 250, yeah, 270, okay, assuming, and you sell some here and there, and you do another one here, it's another 100. But this is a lot more work. If you look at this, these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even if you do 6, 7, and that's like me being conservative. If you do this more often, you're following the market so much more. And when you sell here, you don't know if it's going to keep shooting up. And when you buy here, you don't know if it's going to keep dropping down. So in my perspective is I learned that it's better off that I buy as much as I can at the bottom. When it overextends, sell even half, and then do this if I want to, because I've already made so much money through here. So basically, this thinking eliminates my greed for this to shoot up higher. It removes that greed so that I can trade more peacefully and have a peaceful mental clarity. Like, imagine being here. So you're in here, you're stuck. I'm stuck here for 80 days. I come in from here and I'm to here, and it's been already 33 days. It's been a month, right? And then I buy and I try to sell. I made a measly 47%, and that's not even, you don't even get the top. You start selling here and you start buying here when you can get it in. So you make 28%, realistically speaking. You hardly ever get the bottom here. So you get 28, 25%. That's nothing compared to 180. And there's so much risk here because it might drop more when it's going down, right? And then I wanted to do it here again, but I missed the trade because look how close that is. It's one day and then boom, it's done. And you don't know how long it's going to go sideways. And then you sell here, which is, again, you sell a little bit, 26%, so 40%, but you're doing a lot more work than when you can just do this and sell up here even half or 25%. And then that 25% gain that you make, you buy that down here if you want, or you buy it midway because it always comes up and down. So that's just my perspective now of how I'm going to start doing things. Worry less about the inside, the middle parts where it's all this noise, and just trade these big swings that I can use the Fibonacci. When it hyperextends or when it reaches a similar hot tops, just start selling some. So there you go. When it hyperextends like that, from the top to bottoms, there's your selling point. Put that in, lock it in at 1.618. You're good. And that happens across the board all the time. These are for taking profits. So you can do 10% here, 20% there, or 50%, whatever you want. And then wait for it to get halfway. Buy in. You just made so much more on your account. Now, if you have messed up like I have on this, do not worry. I have another plan for you, for myself. And if you want to follow it, go ahead. It's the BSV BTC chart. And I've been talking about this for a long time. Okay. Now, hear me out. This, I'm going to start selling at 0.01, okay? But I do have about 3 or 4 BSV at this price. I have it set at this price, very, very low. Check this out. If BSV goes to $1,000 and BTC is at $10,000, let's say it drops that low, you're looking at about 0.10 BSV BTC pair. Okay. So let's see what that looks like. Okay. And we're going to take this. We're going to go to 0.0, what is it? 0.339. Whatever, okay. If I was to hit at 0.001, I'm at 200% return. So my 3 BSV becomes 9 BSV. So I put in 3 times 2, I gain 6, plus my original 3, I get back 9. We're not stopping there though. We're going to keep going. 0.02, 500%. 0.03, 800%. We're trying to go to 0.1. There's 0.1 up there. Looking at about 2,800%. That's 28x. Okay. And what if we're going to go to 0.2, 800? That's 58x. Calculator. But 3 times 58. 174 BSV. You're doing this, you put, I put 3 BSV at this bottom price. 3 times 28.29. So it's 28.96. So it's 29. 87 BSV. So just by this trade, I can make more BSV using TDXP and some other apps when they come out with it. I can make 87 BSV. If 87 BSV is starting to worth $1,000 or $87,000. Now, if you put 10 BSV, you got 10 times 29. 290. You got 1,000 dollars per BSV. 290,000 USD. Now, if you do take out some here and you leave some for here, let's say you have 10 of them, you take out half out here, and then you leave another 50. You need another 5. So you originally have 10 BSV at that price down here. Then you take half out here. So you take out 5 times 29 times 1,000, assuming. You take out $145,000 USD. Then you have another 5 left. Multiply that by 59. 295 BSV times 1,000. $295,000. What if we're going to 3? 87. So let's say you do 5, you do 10, you have 2.5 here, 2.5 here, 2.5 here, 2.5 at 0.4. Just do 2.5, okay, times 287. 217. 2.5 times 59 plus 2.5 at 28. So you get the idea. You can make a ton of money on this. You just have to find the right app. I use TDXP. They're good. I've messaged TDXP, and they've explained to me how you KYC. So basically, TDXP is the app I use to do this, and I was worried for a little bit because I said if I do invest here low and I do reach very high, I said, how do you cover me? Like, how do you protect me and the money I'm going to make? And they said, they just explained basically the insurance pool. If there's not enough, then they'll just pay you over time, right? You will get paid out slowly. So this will protect you. If you go through here and read it, I'll add the links in the description below. And then I asked, okay, well, then there was the issue with KYC. KYC is an issue because TDXP doesn't work for some countries, right? And if you KYC, then you can't really touch your money. So here it explains that KYC refers, know your customer, all that, yada, yada. And this is mandatory user verification requirement in order to provide liquidity to TDXP that is equal to or more than 17 BSV. So I asked them in a message, I said, hey, this is the only thing where it requires KYC? They said yes. And you're protected here. So if you are going to use TDXP for this, if you do make a lot, and by, let's say, maybe it takes a year or two, I don't know, but here's another problem. TDXP charges percentage per 8 hours. So in a year, you're looking at about 20% you have to give it to them. Now, I don't know if that 20% is of the original fee of, like, let's say I put 10 in. Do they take 20% of just the 10? So they take 2 BSV basically after a year? Or do they take of all my winnings? So I'm in the middle of asking them a question about that, and I'm gonna see what they say. If it is just of the amount that I do put in, they take 20%. I'm perfectly fine with that. Like, if it's not about the whole trade, but just the original initial amount, that's perfectly fine. You can take, if I have 10, take 2 of them, but I'm going to be making tons more, hundreds of more. So that's fine. This is the pair that will make you money if you are not doing so good in this pair. But right now, BTC is pushing. And it's risky, and everything's risky, but you can make a lot. I mean, if this breaks lower, and you, like, I bought up here a little bit, and I made like 100%. This here I made some 100%, 200% return. So if I lose, once you hit negative 80% on your trades, so I'm at like negative 40 from these ones here. Once you hit negative 80, they close your position down. So maybe I bought up here, then I bought somewhere up here. Okay. So I guess I was trying to trade this here, and I thought I was going to go higher, and I'm at 40 right now. But I have other positions that I got here that's like 2% plus 1 sometimes. That's fine. If I hit 80, it's going to go down, or 70. I'm looking at 0.001. Like, that's really low. If it does break lower, that just means over time you can get in here, and then you're 0.001. So if you get in at 0.001 and you try to get up 0.01, that's a stupid amount of return. So let me flip this over. So let's bring this at 0.01. and you get in at 0.001, let's say it drops really bad, like that's 800%. So you're looking at about 8x or 10x. It should be 10x, but I can't get it low enough. You know, and this one here, I don't know why it's not accurate, but it should be 10. Okay. So even if it does drop, I'm okay with that. Once you get, like, the smaller the increment you get in, the more it doubles. So if it goes 0.001 to 0.002 to 0.003, every increment of 0.001 that goes up is basically doubling your money. Like plus 100, plus another 100, plus another 100, plus another 100%. These are percent. So you just incrementally going by one. So once you get to 0.01, which is basically a 10 of 0.001, you've made 10x or 1,000%. If you were to get in at 0.03, when you get to 0.006, that's only 100%. So you need a bigger size to get 100% return. Compared to the smaller increment, you need less to get more. So if I do lose now, I'll make it back later on when I get in lower, and then it starts going up. Then you're set for life, basically. If you want to look at BSV development, you're looking at about these major blocks here. So BSV, you can go on coin.dance. You can go on what's on chain, which is specifically made for BSV, and you can go to block chair, which is for all different sorts of different chains. But I just want to show you the block sizes. This is something that's very important. So recently, block sizes here, daily average Bitcoin block size by network. Looking at BSV. A few days ago, we had it at 109 on CoinDance. Then we're at 48, 53, and now we're at 47. What's on chain doesn't have it. I'm looking for it. I can't find it, but Blockchair does. And they're a little different. Like Coin.dance is showing 109.7 megabyte average on August 5th, 2021. And Blockchair is showing August 6th, which was August 5th, which was 99.66 megabyte. They're a little off, but overall it's growing. It's growing very well. And compared to Bitcoin and BTC, if you compare BSV to BTC and Bitcoin Trash, it doesn't there's no comparison. Like competition, what competition? They're still on kilobytes like little kids, and we're here at megabytes, like major megabytes. So it's growing, it's good. There's potential, obviously, with the new bill that Congress or Senate is making. They might be screwing over the POS, so proof of stake. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll try to make more videos in the future. As long as the market's moving and there's something to make a video about, I'll make it. Other than that, peace out. Have a good one.